Here we go.
Love 50. Love 30.
First games of his matches, he has been slow to begin in a couple of the recent matches.
Nice Martina Hingis.
15.
Must have heard you, Peter. Has started slowly in his last couple of matches, and down love 30 here. Answers it with 2 aces.
Let.
And he's hit him over 3.
Yeah.
First.
Slow start, but 4 points in a row for the number 2 seed.
I mentioned Roger Federer is parted with his coach Peter Lundgren after winning Wimbledon, but in his initial days he was coached by an Australian called Peter Carter, who helped him and took him under his wing. And Peter was an Australian that went to Switzerland and was just about ready to become a Swiss national and take over the Davis Cup team, and unfortunately he was killed in a car crash in South Africa, and that certainly affected Roger Federer for quite some time. So this may be an event that may be dedicated to Peter, who knows. Well, he tried to hit it too.
Yeah.
Ferrero tried to hit it.
14.
Slow motion, he comes into the net on this one. Well, both players pretty good serving games to open up with.
One game.
Ferrero got 4 first serves in and won 4 points. Both players yet to lose a point when they get that first delivery in.
15.
Didn't know what to do and tied himself up in knots.
That's it.
Takes his time here. You're not going to see too many histrionics here. Semi-final of a Grand Slam.
14.
No showboating, no slam dunk overheads at this stage anyway.
Yeah. Again, Federer.
One love game followed by another. Positive start
Federer is by 2 games.
for both players.
There's no warming up period in this match. These fellas are right into it right from the start.
15 love.
No feeling one another out. Yes, well, this has got all the earmarks of being a classic because these fellas are on song very early. Brilliant pass there from Ferrero. Look at the concentration way behind the baseline. Good follow through. Wasn't a bad approach. Had a lot of pace on it, the approach from Federer.
40 love.
Very successful with this serve. Ferrero breaks it out wide. Serve and 75% of first serves in, but the strategy that Ferrero is using here is interesting because he is getting in first. He is hitting the ball harder off the ground than we've seen him start his matches, Ferrero, and that's because he knows if he gets into the rallies, then it will set up the big forehand from Federer. So it is Ferrero that's calling the shots at the moment off the ground. He's very solid, particularly off the backhand side. He's giving the ball a good crack. And you'll find that Federer will direct a lot of the serves to the forehand, down the middle on the second court and out wide on this juice court. That's the serve that I was talking about with Federer. And both players, you'll find, will use that serve a lot in this match tonight to try and open the court.
Shades of last night all over again when the winners count was way superior to the unforced errors count all the way through the match. Let's hope that's maintained here. Ferrero serving. We're on serve. 2-3 first set.
There from Federer. Both these boys were at ground level here, folks, and you get a real appreciation of how hard these tennis balls are being hit off the ground. And they're being spanked, believe me.
14-all.
Great defensive lob here, but not deep enough. See where it bounces around the service line. No mistake. Look how he gets underneath Ferrero. Makes no mistake with that overhead.
Already 3 aces apiece. Already both men serving and getting plenty of first serves into play. 82% Ferrero, 80% for Federer in the early going.
Ferrero wouldn't go in. He hit the overhead, and it was just a slice backhand back from the overhead, and Ferrero backpedaled, allowed Federer back into the point, and then the unforced error off the forehand. Does not want to go forward, so he's shown us that early in the match. We'll keep an eye on that as we progress. He's forced to go in on this one, and a full stretch from Federer. Can't do anything. Very defensive lob, not much on it, and Ferrero just can't miss that one. Bounced it up into the box seats at the back of the court, the expensive seats. It's 3-all.
But that time very effective.
Yeah. Well, that must be a tactic that he uses against Federer, because he plays that shot beautifully on clay, Ferrero. He's got him stretched out here, and Federer is backing off at the back of the court, and he just throws in that very soft little drop shot, well disguised. Didn't like the call.
Whoa. Caught in the deep, perhaps? No. Fall safe. Just over the head of the ball boy.
Well, this is the first game. Federer was down love 30, but he's there again. So a bit of an opportunity here. Up 30-second serve for Federer. And the errant forehand. And an early opportunity now for Ferrero for a break of serve. 7th game, first set. And this is the important one.
Good answer.
15-40.
Needs a couple more of those. Came up with 4 in a row the other night at one stage. Well played.
Sign of a champion. 140, 3 first serves. And at 30-40, he came in and played his first serve and volley point of the night. A very crisp backhand volley it was. Scintillating stuff. What a rally. Federer gets back to juice and then is pulled way out of court here. Smacks that one down the line, and as quick as Ferrero is, he can't lay a racket on it. Deep into the corner. Game point. Looking for the cross court there, Federer. Threw the big kick serve in. But the problem with that one is it gets right in the slot here. And Ferrero down the line, you can see where Federer was. He was looking for the cross court, the backhand. Well, he really picks this serve, Ferrero. He was right there, anticipated that one.
4th break point of the game. He knows exactly how important it is, Fred. Every one of those break points followed by a little pump of the fist.
Forced to volley that. The ball was back at him so quickly he couldn't afford to take a step back and really be on the defensive, and it surprised Ferrero. He wasn't ready for the little backhand. Didn't need to go for that much. But that's the way these boys play. That one's in the slot and he whacked it. Could be costly. Juice. Both players really mixing their serve up well. Early stages.
Self-made reprieve there by Roger Federer. 4 break points he faced in the game. Still able to hold serve and still able to keep his nose in front.
Take your seat, please. Thank you.
New balls now.
13.
Right down the line. Opportunity now. As you look at Federer straighten this one out. Love 30. Yes, both these players, when the opening presents itself off the ground, will not hold back. You saw Federer crack a forehand winner when he had the shot. Watch what happens here. This one, he gets the angle, gets it in the slot where he wants it, and no way Federer can get anywhere near this one. Beautifully struck. Players, when they've been under the gun, have come up with the goods. Right on the line. Well, he's not happy with that one because he teased Ferrero with the very slow slice and then tried to come up with the backhand topspin. No joy.
Off that serve at just 137. Federer couldn't make any of his own and hit the net halfway up. 4 games all. After again, the Spaniard had a little bit of trouble being love 30 at the start of that service game.
Federer's been down love 30 and love 40 in 2 service games and got out of them. Ferrero down love 30, so good quality tennis. On the serve down the middle to the forehand. You'll find Federer attack the forehand more so than the backhand. Shows you how well these players know one another. Ferrero was over there to throw out that defensive lob. He was on track for that one before Federer even hit it.
15. Federer.
Seems as though we're getting closer to a tie break, something we got accustomed to last night.
Federer is
Still a bit of
live.
tennis before the tie break comes up, though. We've played 9 games. We have to get to 12 before the tie break would eventuate. 5-4 on serve. On serve in the opening set. Ferrero 4-5.
Committed himself there
No
to run around that second serve. Good play.
Got him left 30 again. But this time the difference is a break of serve would see the first set.
Love 13.
Well, Federer anticipated that serve down the middle. They've played one another enough times and probably practiced a lot with each other. It's a matter of who is the better on the day. Who serves a little bit better or returns a little bit better. Love 30. And suddenly, lightning strikes quickly. 3 set points. To love, amazingly, out of nowhere, really. You saw a good shot there of Martina Hingis supporting Roger Federer, and Mike Nakajima and Richard Roundtree, who represent the clothing company that Federer is with, all in the Federer players box, and they're pretty happy with that result, but it came in a hurry.
The Federer Express delivers the first set in 32 minutes.
15.
He really must feel like Juan Carlos Ferrero, Fred, that he was standing on the curb and he looked left and looked right and looked left again before crossing the road. There was no traffic, and all of a sudden when he was out in the middle, a truck came along.
Yeah.
It was just so sudden.
It's always nice in a match like this, semi-final, a big tournament, Grand Slam, get that first set in the pocket. Doesn't mean to say you're going to win the match, but it's a good feeling to win the opening set. Total miss hit there. He apologises. Came off the frame.
That's 15.
Good serve out wide. This one. See where it hits on the, and he apologises.
Comfortable opening service going for the number 2 seed.
Those games.
First couple of games here are very important for Ferrero because he's been shell-shocked in the last couple of games from Federer. That's the Ferrero camp there. Got to be a little concerned. Got to stay with Federer in the opening games of this second set.
Federer's coaching staff, Antonio Martinez Cascales, has been his coach since 1989. Must have been about 3. And Samuel Lopez also involved in the coaching side of the Spaniard.
Where he hits this from, a metre behind the baseline. Federer can't lay a racket on it. Not that far away from him, but he acknowledges too good. Said the same thing. Yeah, good one.
30-40.
Break point. Look at this forehand here and the angle that it creates. Such heavy topspin. Surprisingly dropping that first set, and he dropped that service game to love. Federer only conceded 1 point in his first service game of this set, and Ferrero just looking a little shaky here in the early stages of the second. Well, he framed 2 backhands in that last game, which is very uncharacteristic of Federer. I mean, of Ferrero. There's another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, that ball is moving around a lot, but it shouldn't be off the ground. He's done it off the ground and off the serve. He's just not getting a good look at it, and he's framing them.
Federer's quickest so far has been 195. That was 8 kilometres an hour less. Ace number 5.
He's shell-shocked at the moment. Ferrero. And there you go. He's talking to himself, and this is a huge moment for him because up till 4-5, he made few errors. And he's made more errors, just about as many in this first 3 games of this set as he made in the opening in all of the first set. Made 4 unforced errors here. Just taking his time, as well he should. Trying to regroup here.
The Spaniard has played 22 5-set matches in his career. Only once has he been able to successfully come back from 2 sets to love down. He's not there yet, but it's looming rapidly the way things are going at the start of this second set. Well, if you've gone out for something to eat or drink, or maybe to answer the call of nature, and been locked out for a couple of sit-downs and come back in, you would think that you were watching a completely different match.
It's interesting that when we watched the match with Rallies with Ferrero and the injury, and he had that taped up underneath the bike shorts, and as he mentioned, that must be restricting his movement, or he thinks it is. And he's just decided to take that off, and the best couple of points he's played for 4 games. This is back to the start of the first set. Good pace and pinpoint accuracy. Look how he sets up. Great shoulder turn. Snap of the wrist. Stays with it through the float of the ball.
That's 15.
Outside of the line, Federer did not think so.
15. Game.
Well, he's done the first thing. He's done the first thing he has to do, and that was to stop the bleeding. Now he's got to do it. As the old cliche says, one game at a time. He's down just the one service break. Good service game, that one.
Low 15. Late. First service.
It's pace of shot, and I think when he props on that left foot, and that's where he took the bandage off the left thigh. When he props on that left foot to hit the forehand, it gives way a little on him. Well, a couple of those in that rally were very, very close, very tight to the line. Just terrific depth.
Big point for the Spaniard right here. He's only down the one break, as flat as he's been for about a 10 or 15 minute period.
Smart play from Federer. Just shows you he can feather the ball with a little angle. And a big hold for him right there.
Federer is by 4 games to 1.
This man already staring down the barrel. The French Open champion versus the Wimbledon champion.
A little lucky there, Federer. Just crept over the net, the little slice. And this one forces Ferrero to come forward. A little bit of a miss hit, and then really, so he's got to reach for that. Can't make it. He wanted to play the little backspin and drop shot. Shaking his head, not a percentage shot, a silly shot under those circumstances, but he's up a set and a break. Watch what he tries to do with this. Tries to play the little back spinner, bounces off the racket. He realises that wasn't the percentage shot to play.
Let. 15.
He's done that occasionally in this championship, Fred, trying to impart so much spin on the ball. I remember one point in one of his earlier matches where he tried to put so much spin on it, the ball just didn't go anywhere, and he finished up heading the ball away.
That's it.
Needs a first serve in here. Just wide. When your luck is going that way, that's what happens. Pascal Maria says, not from my vantage point am I going to overrule that one.
It has to be tough one. Tough one for the chair to overrule, but I think Federer might have got away with one there.
Now he's got a real problem.
New balls, please.
This is as good as 2 sets to love here.
Federer is by 5 games to 1.
So just amazing that call there. It was allowed Federer, didn't allow him to get the service break, but it certainly helped, gave him break point. Big difference being serving at 40-30 or being down 30-40. And
yeah, that'll improve the thigh and the groin.
Yeah. Well, I think if you've got a problem with the thigh there, and the return of serve is coming back to him so quickly that he's just hasn't got the bounce in the legs to get in position. And Federer certainly knows that. He's been in the locker room. He knows what treatment he's been having.
Love 15.
New balls whizzing off the racket of Roger Federer as he serves for the second set and a 2 sets to love lead. When this guy's in the groove, Fred, as we saw in one set against Leighton Hewitt the other night, he can make the very best look very ordinary.
Yeah, he's got so much talent. Remember seeing Federer when he was about 14, 15. Peter Carter brought him over to Perth practice there when Swiss team was playing. That was when
40-30.
Marc Rosset and Martina Hingis were playing, representing Switzerland in the Hopman Cup, and he was just a kid, came there for practice, and you knew he was going to be great then. Just had that natural ability. That's wide.
And that's the set. Inside and out, Martina Hingis looking just about as contented as anyone in the Swiss camp could be. You'll never know it looking at the face of that man. But he is 2/3 of the way to the Australian Open final, and the Spaniard shakes his head in disbelief.
Looks at that scoreboard and sees 6-4, 6-1. He's got to keep his mind on the job. The crowd want this to go a little bit longer.
This is the only match here at Rod Laver Arena tonight.
It's not a separate ticket, though, is it? It's the same ticket for the day at twilight.
Exactly right.
Twilight meeting, so they've had 2 matches prior to this one.
As Fred Stolly said, the crowd trying to get behind the Spaniard.
15
Just to spark him into life. He has looked pretty flat. After what was a terrific first set up until the 10th game, and then the tide turned.
Second set scoreline at 6-1 is not indicative of the quality of that set. It's the fact that Federer got away to an early start, but good tennis. As is indicated by the winners and unforced errors, but it just so happened that Federer won the big points.
Spaniard up to 5 aces for the match now. Federer 1 more. Confidence very good. Wow. Trying to make him rise, trying to make a contest of it.
First game, first set.
If you had to have a bet now, you wouldn't think that had happened, but stranger things have happened. There's been players come back from 2 sets to love this week and last week. You can see I just think a bit of a twinge there, and when he stops and has to prop and go back, he just doesn't have any spring in his step.
That's it.
And you're right before, when he plants the left leg, it just gives way a bit underneath him, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's got to finish the points quickly, I would think, Ferrero. And that basically is tough to do against this fella.
40-15. One game more.
Well, it's someone else's birthday today, but it looks as though Roger Federer is going to get the present.
Yeah, well, congratulations. What are you, 38 today? That's terrific.
Yes,
happy birthday.
As I said, 38 Celsius.
Peter Donegan's birthday today. I sang happy birthday for him before we went on air.
Didn't know you had such a wonderful singing voice.
Such a beautiful shot, that backhand top spinner when he gets it. And this one from 2 meters behind the baseline. Gone. Oh, he made 2 volleys in a row there, Ferrero. He's got to be happy with that. Federer had a crack at the third one, though. There it is. Not too secure. Federer goes for the one down the line, the pass, and he not too happy with the miss.
He's already been in 3 times to the net in this set, and that's in 2 and a bit games. Previous 2 sets he'd only been in 3 times, but that was back to situation
15-30
from the other day.
And he tries to make Federer do a little bit of work. Look at that, that's way too high, that drop volley. $15-30.
Does he have to try and mix it up now, Fred? He's being beaten at the back of the court in the first 2 sets. Does he have to take the risk?
I think he has to, yeah. Personally, I think he's got to try and move his way in. He's not doing any good from back there. There it is again. Oh,
30-40.
Again. Can't believe it. Break point.
That's more like it. Knowledgeable crowd here at Melbourne Park, knowing that he's got his difficulties in that area of the game. I'm pretty happy when that one went down.
It's just a little bit too high, this one, and gets that one away for the winner. So concentration, trying to... That ball is high above the net. The head of the racket shouldn't get down below the net, the height of the net.
Change in tactics. brings a change of luck, even though a couple of times it didn't look to be the right thing to do, but Juan Carlos Ferrero has to do something. And he has to do something in a hurry, otherwise he'll be packing his bags and heading away from Melbourne.
Smart play. Ferrero not running for that one. There's the little angle. He's played two of these little drop shots and been successful with both of them.
And yet again there, just perched on the left leg.
That's 15.
Because there was so much spin on the ball, it was travelling back towards the net.
Yeah. This one here, lucky to pick that up, but it comes back into the net, and that is a tough way to get up there, and the ball's halfway up the net. You can't make a play on it, or you touch the net. And so 2-all now, third set.
You get the feeling that the first break of serve here, if it's against the Spaniard, that might be it.
I get the feeling that that break of serve may be right now. This one he doesn't do anything with, and Ferrero can hit that one anywhere. Oh. You just have that feeling that Federer can smell the finishing line. That a little bit anxious, a little over anxious there. Tried to finish it too quickly. So, he's not going to go away.
Federer has not faced a break point on his serve since he had 4 against him in the 7th game of the first set. So when it gets to his turn, you don't think that the Spaniard is really likely to be breaking him the way things are going.
Well done, Ferrero there, though.
Everyone is by 3 games to 2.
Amazing, really, that they do have that difficulty, Fred, when you consider the amount of money that is in the game.
Yep.
But it's a different world we live in, not with computer games and all that sort of thing. Used to be in the days gone by that you finished school and you'd be out kicking a football or hitting a tennis ball.
Not anymore.
Just wasn't prepared to try and push back for that.
30-15.
See if we can pick this here. He props, goes, no. Couldn't quite get the spring and the step that he needed.
Federer now just taking a little time, just making sure that he's still concentrating hard.
Again, Federer.
He obviously is. 8 aces for the match. I thought that was interesting there, Fred. He just took that little bit of time, and it would be very easy for him to drift off here.
Well, he knows he's got his man on the ropes, and he's got to keep his mind on the job. And the way to do that is to take your time, not just pick the balls up and rush into your serve. You've got 20 seconds, 25 seconds if you want to take them between points. We're getting to the business end of the set now. Hingis, and pretty happy with that pass. It was set up by making him play the first volley. Seventh game again. We're talking about the 7th game of any set as being probably the most important game in the set. Good serve, well done. Crowd trying to get behind this young man, lift him up. Himself up beautifully for that forehand. Extra topspin. Watch how he whips the head of the racket through here. The snap of the wrist creates the power. Ferrero just not able to push off to get to that.
2 break points.
Save one with a big serve that opens up the court for this forehand. Oh, what a shot, what a return, what a beautiful return from that backhand wing. It was back there before Ferrero finished the swing.
He played in that epic match against Mark Philippoussis in the Davis Cup final and lost 6-love in the 5th set. And now it looks as though he's on his way out at the hands of Roger Federer, serving with a break at 4-3.
Overrule from the chair, called good. Ace number 9.
Well, let's hope if he does go out, Fred, as it looks as though he will, that he goes out with a roar rather than a whimper in these last few games. Of course, it depends if the other guy allows him to.
There's not much you can roar about when that serve's coming at you. 193 kilometres and then a short reply and then a forehand hit just about as hard, probably.
To double figures in the ace department. It has been a dominant performance. One man certainly not at the peak of his game, but the other man definitely is.
Well, again, that one out wide to the forehand. No bounce in the legs of Ferrero to get out there.
Chance he's got to hold his serve.
Well, lots of angle on that one, lots of topspin. Federer thought he had it covered.
15 now.
Look at the way this one dips. Federer thought he covered it, he wants to play, and he reaches forward, the ball goes underneath the racket. That shot, it was just brilliant when he hits that. What's the racket preparation before the ball bounces? Look at that, picture perfect. That.
It was less than a metre away from him, and all he could do was watch it float past.
That's yours.
In a position to hold just one more time, perhaps. The match is still alive while it's still going, of course. The crowd will give him a great reception if he can just hang on to this one.
Great effort from the gritty little Spaniard.
Federer is by 5 games to 4.
Safin has spent nearly 19 hours on the court at the end of this match. Federer will have spent about 11.
When he had to reach for that one. It's been a brave effort, actually, from Ferrero. Oh. One got away from it.
15 all.
Still the slightest of slight chances. This match may not be over yet.
30-15.
Ace number 11.
.74% of first serves into play. That is remarkable.
40-15.
The French Open champion can do nothing right. The Wimbledon champion can do little wrong. And on Sunday, he might just add the Australian Open to that impressive CV. Two chances to reach the final against Margaret Safin. Against a quality player, the third seed, the French Open champion, and it's really been a demolition. 6-4, 6-1, 6-4, 1 hour and 29 minutes. Federer is in the Australian Open final.